What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Imposter Tyler, and you're watching Imposter Tyler's Hideout. How are we doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. I really hope everybody is doing well. In today's video, hold on. Okay. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at some Am I the A-hole on Reddit. I have been wanting to do this for a very long time. So I have decided that I'm finally going to do it. We have 3 lined up for today. Oh, here comes Imposter Tyler with glasses. Oh, I haven't been wearing these a lot recently, and I have to admit I do need a new pair of glasses. Because this prescription is too weak for my eyeballs, so I need to go back to the opticians. Anyway, let's get on with Am I the a-hole? Right, first one. Am I the a-hole for humiliating my ex's new girlfriend in front of our friend group? What did she do is my first question. What did she do to make you want to humiliate her? Let's find out. Posting from my inactive account because I have some friends lurking on in my May one. Fair enough. If I was to do this, I would do the same. I, 22 female, broke up with my boyfriend, 24 male, around 8 months ago. We decided to mutually call it quits and parted on pretty good terms, which is good because we just so happened to share a friend group. Oh, be mature. I love it. Be mature about this. After a rough patch, I decided to start taking a bit more care of myself, eating better, going to the gym, going to therapy. The shift was pretty evident both in my attitude and the way I look. My friends said I looked much happier and healthier, and I began gaining confidence little by little. We love that. Now, I am a huge nerd. Twinsies. I play D&D weekly. My dad plays D&D weekly. I have thousands of hours in... Oh, I don't... Stellaris, I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm so sorry if it isn't. And, most relevant to the story, I like to cosplay as a hobby. Twins! Oh my god, can we be friends? Can we be friends? Oh. Most of my old cosplays involve characters that don't show their face or body too much. Hornet from Hollow Knight, Mono from Little Nightmares, etc. But since I'd been feeling more confident, I decided that for the big con in my city, I'd like to try something different. We love different. A friend convinced me of going as Viper and Chamber from Valorant. I don't know. I don't. I'll have to look that up because I know who Hornet and Mono are, but I don't know who Viper and Chamber are. Okay, I'll have to look at that. So for the past 6 months, we've been pouring most of our free time into the cosplays. 3 weeks ago, I sent a picture of me wearing the cosplay to the group chat asking for feedback for the final designs. My ex immediately DM'd me asking me to please not wear that cosplay to the con because it might make his new girlfriend uncomfortable. Is she going to the con? If she's not going to the con, it shouldn't make her uncomfortable, okay? And it's not really any of her business. I asked what about it would make her uncomfortable. He refused to elaborate. Of course he did! Oh. Okay. Okay, this is gonna trigger me a little bit because I'm a cosplayer myself. I knew he was taking someone new, but I didn't know she was coming with us to the con. Oh, so she is going to the con. I tried to explain this to him, but this was the work of months, and I couldn't just throw it all away because a girl I'd never met felt uncomfortable about it. In the end, I wore it to the con, as you should, and it was a huge success. I'm so happy for you! Oh, I love when you go to a con in a cosplay, and like it's just amazing. I've had people come up to me at conventions before, and bear in mind my cosplays aren't exactly the most elaborate thing out there because I'm still learning about it. But I've had so many people come up to me and be like, "Oh my god, can I take a picture with you? I love your cosplay." I'm like, "Oh my god, sure." It's like, oh, it's wonderful. I love going to conventions. Right, let's get back to this. Sorry. I tried to keep my distance from the larger chunk of our group because my ex and his new girl were with them, but we did spend a good part of the day with them. Oh, I'm so sorry. Throughout the whole thing, the new girl kept making side comments at me and laughing whenever I got asked to pose for pictures. Why is she laughing? Why are you laughing? Shut up. Grow up, woman. Jesus. Everyone looked uncomfortable, but nobody said a thing. After leaving the con to have dinner, though, another friend asked the new girl if she would like to try cosplay as well. Her answer was, "Why would I need more attention from guys? I already have a boyfriend. I'm not a slut." Oh! Oh, you did not just go there. Girl! I snapped at her and told her to stop acting like a pick-me bee. I'm not going to say the actual word. Just because I got attention all day. She started to cry immediately. Oh my god, why? Don't. Okay. My ex steps in asking me to apologize. I tell him I'll only do it if she apologizes for the way she's been acting around me all day. More and more of our friends started to join the screaming match, and it gets so bad when we end up getting kicked out of the restaurant. I am so sorry. It's been 5 days and my ex is threatening to leave the friend group if I don't apologize. I honestly wouldn't care if he did, but some other friends are asking me to do so to stop him from leaving. Should I cave? Am I the a-hole? I'm gonna see what some other people said. Before I give my opinion. I'll apologize after your girlfriend apologizes for implying that we, the people cosplaying, or sluts. Short, sweet, and to the point. Let's see this hypocrite respond to that. I'd also tell your friend group that it's your stance. It's the most fair for everyone involved. Exactly. The girlfriend, the girlfriend should apologize for implying that the people who were in cosplay were sluts, because that's not on. That's not on. People cosplay because it's something they genuinely enjoy and something that they actually like doing. They like dressing up as other characters. What the problem there is with that, I don't know. And I mean, why should you be expected to apologize? Why are you being pushed to apologize but nobody else is? But nobody's pushing the girlfriend to apologize. She needs to apologize because not only was she laughing at you every time someone asked to take a photo with you, but she also called you a slut, which is horrible. And all you did was you stood up for yourself. You should, in my personal opinion, in that case, yes, apologize for, because wait, let me go back. Okay, no, I tell you what, you have nothing to apologize for. You did nothing wrong. The girlfriend needs to apologize because, again, she was laughing at you, and she called you a slut. Maybe say that you understand calling her a pick-me bitch was going too far. But you don't have anything to apologize for. You didn't do anything wrong, my personal opinion. Alright, someone else said this. There's nothing they can say was wrong with your cosplay that wouldn't insult the entire group, assuming the men aren't sexist. He and the ex seem too far gone to apologize, so this will probably end up them leaving the group, which is a good riddance. Though if I were OP, I would be careful. Some of the friends who are asking me to apologize, they prefer him more. Real friends shouldn't tolerate that level of disrespect from the girlfriend. Exactly. You have been a part of this friend group a hell of a lot longer than she has. She should apologize. She was the one causing problems, not you. She apologizes, not you. Oh, someone else said, especially the new to the group girlfriend with this type of attitude. Her statements are not only of her opinion of OP, but all the other and women who choose to cosplay. It's also telling that the ex was trying to get to OP changed before the con, which means the new girl was making snide comments about cosplayers before the con. Honestly, it does seem like this new girlfriend doesn't like cosplayers. Or snide comments about OP in particular, quite strange. OP's ex thought the best course of action was addressing her rather than his new current girlfriend for being a bully. More than likely, he holds the same beliefs / talks just as negatively about OP. Otherwise, I don't see why he'd entertain this at all in the first place. That is a good point. That is a very, very, very good point. Oh no, okay, I'm starting to think maybe the ex and the new girl are just as guilty as each other, but the ex is choosing not to say anything to keep the peace, but the new girl wants to say something because she can, but because he agrees with her opinion, he's not gonna say anything. He's not gonna say anything about it because he agrees, but he doesn't want to make it look like he's agreeing. He just wants to be an a-hole for the sake of being an a-hole. Oh, that makes so much sense. She should ask the friends who want to cuss at him for the sake of peace if they agree that cosplayers are sluts, especially if they themselves are also cosplaying. I've googled Viper and nothing about her outfit is inappropriate. It's pretty conservative. Right, I'm gonna quickly look this up because I need to sorry, my headphones are on my keyboard. I need to know what Viper from Valorant, that was it. Valorant. Right. What does Viper look like? Is this Viper? Oh my god, I love that! Okay, so there is nothing wrong. Okay, yeah, there's nothing wrong with what you're wearing. There's nothing wrong with it. The group needs to present a reasonable front here. They can, without her present, ask him if, besides stirring up, without stirring things up with them, she's doing that with his family too. If she's stirring the pot with his friends and family, she might be trying to isolate him, and what follows is never pretty. If she won't let him meet his friends without her present, that is a red flag and by itself. I mean, she has a problem with cosplay. She didn't have to go to the con. She doesn't have to go. But if she was going because he was going and she wanted to be there, like, that is a problem. That is a major problem. Exactly. OP could say quite normally and factually to the ex, I'm just wondering if you think it's accurate and fair that the girlfriend would call me a slut based on my behaviors today. If he can't answer or says no, then I would like my apology, please. Yeah. You need to demand an apology. Someone else said, if he wants to remain part of the friend group, he shouldn't bring someone into it that calls other people in it sluts for cosplaying. The girlfriend is in the wrong. He needs to deal with that, not bother his ex about it. Somebody replied, yep, he bought someone who brought down the vibe for the whole group all day, culminating in the new girl starting a fight that got them kicked out of the restaurant. If he doesn't address that troublesome elephant, the group members telling OP to play Peacemaker are also gonna get sick of him and his girlfriend real quick. Oh, I would love that. Oh, I love that. troublesome elephant. I love that. But yeah, my opinion, not the a-hole. You are not the a-hole. She had no right to have your ex asking you not to wear a cosplay without giving a reason why it would make you uncomfortable. You came to a con which you proceeded to do nothing but laugh at all of the girls that are cosplaying in the group, which whenever they pose for photos, which is messed up. It's not fair. And you also you then proceeded to go to a restaurant and call OP a slut for cosplaying. It's not a problem. And then proceeded to cause an argument with the entire group and get you all kicked out of a restaurant. And this is the girlfriend, by the way, not OP. OP is not the a-hole. They shouldn't have to apologize. If anyone should be apologizing, it's the girlfriend for making such horrible comments about OP because it's messed up. It is really, really, it's not okay. It is not okay. Anyway, let me know what you think of that one in the comments under AITAH humiliating my ex's girlfriend, and let me know what you think. Alright, next one. Am I the a-hole for asking my roommate to find a solution for the incense smell? Like, are you talking about incense sticks? I love incense sticks. I have them on loads. I love them. Oh my god, I got two new smells recently. One of them is called Dragon's Fire. It smells beautiful. I think that one's rose and vanilla. And then I got another one which is Demon's Lust, which I think I don't know what the specific scents are, but they are beautiful. I love incense. I have a massive collection of them. I love them. They are amazing. Okay. This one's relatively short. I live in a 3-story shared house on the 3rd floor, and I'm usually alright with my previous housemates creating random smells, i.e. from cooking, sweating from long hour work, leftover rubbish that was forgotten for a day, as these are random and usually doesn't last a long time. It's not consistent and usually fades/resolves easily. Okay, you have a good relationship with your housemates. We love that. Recently, I've gotten a new housemate on the 1st floor. And at first, the smell of incense can be smelled from the 1st floor, which I'm absolutely fine with. Eventually, it starts emitting to the 2nd floor, common area floor, even to the 3rd floor, master bedrooms floor, and it usually lasts for hours in multiple sessions per day. I am well aware that their religion, Hindu, have incense burning, but it's getting to the point where the smell of incense rush into and floods my room as soon as I open the door. My second housemate that lives on the 3rd floor had made similar comments to me as well. I've been meaning to ask the new housemate to find a solution for that incense smell, but I'm not sure if I'll be an a-hole for that, so please enlighten me. Completely valid that Hindus do use a lot of incense. I do know that. I've been raised around different kinds of people, and I know Hindus do use incense. It's mostly, I think, when they're praying, or if they're celebrating something, they like the incense. I could be wrong, but I believe they are also a kind of offering to the gods. I think. I could be wrong. It's been a minute since I've had to kind of rack my brain about information on Hinduism. It's the same in the religion that I follow. We have altars and things for our gods and goddesses that we have incense for and things like that. I usually only do 1 incense a day because I think any more than that and it is overdoing it. So if it's consistent every day, I can see how that could become a bit of an issue. I wouldn't say you're the a-hole for asking them to look for a solution to the problem, especially if it's causing you problems. Like, for example, I don't put, I've sort of lit incense less and less in the past, because like as of like recently, because from time to time it can cause the other people in the house to have headaches because of how strong the smell is. We did find that a good way around is, if I did want to light an incense stick, I just close my bedroom door and I light one that way. And I give it some time before I open the door again, so the smell isn't that strong, which could be something you recommend to your roommate. They do it in when they do it in their room rather than having the door open. If they do want to have something in, to like have like the door or something open for airflow, recommend to close the door, but maybe open a window, which will give them the airflow, and just give it some time for the strength of the smell to kind of die down before opening the door, allowing it to get to the rest of the house, because I can understand that it can be a little much for people who aren't generally used to having incense on all the time. And again, having them on all the time I wouldn't say it is ideal, because when you light an incense, it does have smoke coming off of it, which can be incredibly damaging, which is why if I was to do it for consecutive days, I would only light one a day, and that was it, and I would have the window open but the door closed, because it's very slow, but it can start doing damage. So I would definitely recommend telling the roommate that they're fine to have them on, but to be kind of aware of everybody else in the house, which there's absolutely no problem with your roommate lighting the incense, but just kind of sit them down and say, look, we understand that this is that this is part of what you do, like, religiously, but like for your religion, but if um if you were okay with it, if we could figure out a way where it wouldn't be getting to the rest of the house, because like be very, very respectful in what you say and how you go around doing it, because if you are being respectful, then they can't if they're gonna complain regardless of you being respectful and understanding, that's on them. But if you are just kind, polite, and respectful about it, I can't see there being any problem. Before I give you my vote, let's check the people. What have the people said? Have you tried opening windows and running the bathroom ventilation fans? Just ask them to also crack a window. Yeah, again, there are ways around it. Like, getting to every inch of the house, and there are ways to avoid it. Also, burning incense creates fine particulate matter that can be higher than cigarette smoke, so definitely not something you want to be inhaling if you value your lungs. Exactly! That's what I was saying. When you light an incense stick, it's like when you light it, yes, the tip, there is a bit of fire at the end. I don't know where my incense sticks are. Actually, no, I think I might. Give me 2 seconds. I will show you what I mean. Just give me like 2 seconds. Right, okay, I'm back. I can only get to the new ones that I bought the other day. But let me show you. Alright, I'm gonna do this bit off camera, because I'm gonna need the box cutter to open this. If I can find it. I found it. It's fine. Right. Right, opening Demon's Lust. Oh, I love the way this one smells. This one is green leaves, cinnamon, and cloves. It's very, very nice smell. But I'm gonna, just for those of you who don't know what an incense stick looks like, because I am aware not everybody knows what they look like. Which, no hate, okay, I promise. No, I don't have an issue with the people who don't know what these look like, okay, because not everybody uses them, and I completely understand and respect that. Okay, this is an incense stick, right? And when you light it, you kind of you need a lighter to light it. And at the tip here, hold on, let me, so I can actually see whether or not you can see what I'm pointing at. Okay, this is an incense stick. You've got this tip here, right? That bit there. You light that. And when you do that, it does start a bit of a fire at the tip, but that kind of burns itself. The fire burns itself out. But what comes off of it is it does smoke. There's smoke comes off of it, and it is incredibly dangerous to your lungs to have them on constantly 24/7. Which, because they smoke, they have smoke coming off of them. So, yes, definitely, it can definitely be dangerous. But that would only be if you are if they are on constantly and you do have an incense stick on all the time. It can be very dangerous. I also can't put these on very often because I'm asthmatic, and with these being smoky, they affect your lung health. So you do have to be incredibly careful with incense sticks, and I definitely wouldn't recommend having having them on constantly all the time, because yes, as this person in the comments said, it can be dangerous, it can be harmful. And you definitely don't want that, and you would rather have, healthy lungs and not, lungs that are suffering because your roommate doesn't want to find an alternative for all the incense that they're lighting. The roommate can get an air purifier, open a window, and get a smoke eater device and keep the door to their room shut. You are within your rights to be able to breathe. There are ways around this. Whether it revolves you talking to the roommate or not, there are ways of solving the issue. Someone else says incense come in many fragrances. Perhaps a different one you'll actually find enjoyable. Also, I support the usage of in-home air purifiers. I think they work. Lastly, I would explore why your room is creating this vacuum flow that everything ends up to your room when you open the door. Buddy, it's stuff like this, stuff like smoke. It rises, which means it goes from here, and it go up. That's how it's getting, from the first floor where the incense is to the third floor where the roommate is. Didn't really think that one through, I don't think. Maybe instead of asking them to stop using incense entirely, request them to open windows while they are using it. That'll probably help lessen the effect at least. Exactly. Again, there are so many ways to work around this. A lot of people saying NTA, that stands for not the a-hole. It's voting 3 floors for hours at a time. Asking for a solution isn't asking to stop practicing their religion. Exactly. Another person said, even if it's a cultural or religious practice, they need to be mindful of the people around them. Open a window, get an air filter / purifier, or just not burn as much or as often. Again, there are ways around this. We've got a lengthy one here. No a-hole here. They are burning it for the reasons, but incense can also be very difficult to breathe in. Rather than just asking them to find a solution, though, you will probably have better results framing some solutions. My partner loves incense, and there are some brands and smells that bother me and others that don't. Having a conversation about type, and then asking them to explore different brands / scents as well. What I saw mentioned, and asking them to open a window or set up an exhaust fan will probably work better than figure it out. I also recommend you get an air purifier for your space. I got one for cat hair and pollen, but it's been amazingly helpful with incense as well. Yeah. I kind of brushed over the fact that they said to just kind of like figure it out. As you guys, as there's 3 of you in the house, I'm assuming. Um, you have to work together to find a solution, because it affects the 2 other people that live in there. You can't just go up to your roommate and be like, can you figure out a solution to the problem we have with your incense, and then just leave it at that. No, you need to sit down, have a proper conversation, and you all need to work collectively to find those solutions that might help. But yeah, don't just leave it down to the roommate and be like, oh yeah, figure it out on your own. No, you need to help as well. You need to help out as well. I'm gonna say you're not the a-hole. I'm gonna say you're not the a-hole for this one. Purely because it's not like you're not being horrible, you're not being disrespectful, you're not, making it a bigger deal than it actually is. You're just asking for a little bit of advice, which, great. We love it when people get along. We love it when people get along. Okay, anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell so you never miss when I post. And if you want to see some more behind the scenes, more general, what is my life stuff, then go check out my TikTok and my Instagram. Both links will be in the description down below. And today's question is, if you could meet any celebrity in the world, preferably living celebrity, I don't want to be doing no resurrections. If you could meet any celebrity, who would you meet? If I could meet a celebrity, I would definitely want to meet Jack Black. He is awesome. He is so cool. Oh. Yeah, if I'd asked this question like a year ago, I probably would have said Ozzy Osbourne, but yeah, that's not an option now anymore, is it? And if I had asked that question, 4 or 5 years ago, I probably would have said Meatloaf. Yeah, but if I could meet a celebrity, I would definitely want to meet Jack Black. Yeah, I know him mainly from Tenacious D, The Pick of Destiny. And then got really hyped because I saw him in the Mario movies, and then got really hyped because he was in the Minecraft movie. But yeah, if I could meet anybody in the world, I would want to meet Jack Black. He is a legend. But yeah, let me know if you could meet any celebrity, who would it be? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you all next Monday. Bye bye.